So here I am at the burial of somebody's body who's burning before me right now. Life is so precious. It's such a gift, and we don't even realize it. All this beauty that surrounds us, but we like to get trapped by the negativity of the mind or the world around us. And yes, that exists. And no, it's not healthy to always be looking at the positives either, because life is about duality, going into the center and the balance. But also, it's not being taken away by that energy. We are all going to go back here, as you see. In India, we cremate the bodies because we think that the spirits and souls go on. So we cremate the bodies, which is also more conscious for the earth than burying bodies in big plots of wood or concrete or whatever may be, plastics into the dirt. Also, the soul is free to fly when it's been burned. Zoroastrians do this thing called sky burials. I don't know if there's enough vultures anymore where you can put a body out and vultures will come and eat your body. But this gift of life is so short. And unless you know thyself, there's really no purpose to life. The beauty of life. Today was really interesting. There's this place I go to down the street. You know, I'm not based on any religion. There's this place I go to down the street that is Sikh-based. It's a Gurdwara place outside, and I've been many times outside with my father, and we sit there and we sit there. And today I go there and I ride my bike. And the guy said to me, "Oh, you can't be here." And I said, "Well, I've come here many times before. Why can't I be here?" And he's like, sorry, women aren't allowed." And I said to him, "I've been here over 10 times before, and now you're telling me women can't be here? This makes no sense because I've been here." No, you haven't." I said, "You don't know God." He said, "What?" I said, "You don't know God. You wouldn't know God if God came before you." And his mouth just dropped. How can we not let an individual, male, female, black, white, poor, rich, sit in a supposed place of so-called worship? How godly can you be? Because I'm a female and I'm not here with my father? Really? And you're telling me you're the gatekeeper to God? If this is your God, I want nothing to do with your God. I really don't. I too will go here. When it's not known, how it's not known. But each and every one of us goes back to where we were created, which is the dirt. The most important thing is, what did we create in our lives? How did we change the universal frequency and energy of this place? How many seeds of love did we plant? How conscious were we in our beings? See, I know we are destined to live the lives that we want to live. It's our birthright. But the mind gets in the way so many times. Past traumas and thoughts, negative behaviors, things that have been instilled into our brains by society or friends. But if you can rewire your subconscious mind and let it speak to you in kindness and love and a connection to God, and also deep, deep moments of silence. Silence is very important. For in silence is when you can hear God. Buddha used to make his disciples walk around bodies that were being cremated and imagine that it was them. Their bodies burning, their energies, so that they could visualize when it was their time to come, all the thoughts and fears that come and are provoked when you see yourself burning, when you see it's your time to go. And when my father made me do this in the beginning 15 years ago as an exercise, I used to cry and cry and cry. I was so attached to my body, so attached to this physical presence on earth, thinking that this was my mortal being. But as the years came on, and I got more and more settled within myself, and I let go of the layers of pain and fear that were holding me back, I came to this understanding and this relaxation that when the time comes, it's just me going back home. And this is my home for now, so I enjoy it as fully as I can, as totally as I can, joyfully, loving, healing. So if you're not on the path of knowing thyself, I suggest you know that this journey is a very, very short journey. And you have the power within you to create whatever it is you want to create. You can heal your body. You can create love, inner and outer. You can plant seeds in the universe that will be left for future generations. You can find the path of inner knowing and inner self. A lot of that comes with being alone in silence, connecting to this inner God. At my father's place here, it's a totally different life than when I live in the West. My father is he can do nothing and be very contented with this. It can also come with age. And when I mean doing nothing, I mean going for a walk, eating a meal, sitting on a bed, reading a book, maybe once in a while looking at that phone. And for me, that can be quite difficult at times because my monkey mind is so used to the West where I'm constantly doing or going or achieving or being. So it takes me quite a bit of discipline to be able to go into my inner being and realize that this too is a form of knowing thyself, because being able to do absolutely nothing is a discipline of its own. And I'm not talking about laziness, because there's a difference. You do things when you have to do things, and when there's nothing to do, there's nothing you have to do. Because my life has been very hectic and on the go for the last 3 years, it created a lot of accumulation of stress in my body that I am healing, and I have healed a lot of it. And so this, even though I've, in my practices over the years, become quite relaxed and disciplined in doing nothing, this really doing nothing is at moments a battle of my mind, where it's, oh, I'm getting bored, or, oh, why am I not doing this, or I should be doing this, I should be traveling, should have experiences. And there is that too in life. But then there's also this profound expression that is found when you have those times and you can really connect to them, and they come not when you just have a couple hours here or there free or a week, and it's not found sitting on a beach reading a book or going on vacation. It's when you really connect back to this inner sense of being that is just being, where there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, no time, no beginning, and no end. In those moments is when you can really see the beauty of life as well. You can hear the birds. You can feel the ants on your skin. You can feel the wind as it comes on your skin. All these minuscule things in life that pass us by because we're constantly bombarded with so much in our moments. And this is the real beauty of life. These are the real moments. These are the moments worth living for. These are the moments when we connect to ourselves, to our senses, to our being. So I say to you, before it's time we go back home, like you see, without the physical form, enjoy this body in its totality, but don't be attached to it. Really get to know yourself, as above, so below, as within, so without. Connect to the infinite consciousness. For that will take you home.